Hello! In this video I shall discuss the Druid class of Titan Quest. Druid class consists of Storm and Nature masteries. As far as I know, it's probably best to decide early on which of two directions you want to take this class. There's two distinct directions. There's one where you act as a petmancer, so your pet's dealing most of the damage. And there's another direction you can go where you deal most of the damage, so you become more of an offensive spellcaster, so you might not even need to go for the pets. So it's good if you decide early on which one of the two playstyles you want to go for. And I'll go for the skills. I'll begin with the caster one, the one where you're the damage dealer yourself, with less reliance on pets. I think Storm is a better mastery to start with here, because Storm is actually one of those masteries which starts off the fastest. It really gets into things fast. You get some really good spells early on which you can use to deliver lots of damage to the enemies. So it's a good mastery to start with. And also, just before I go, it's good to decide whether you want to specialize more in the lightning or the cold area of it, because your skills will change slightly here. Although I think the lightning one is a bit easier to go for. It's a bit more conventional. Let's begin then. So this is the lightning one, the more conventional one. So we've got essential skills like Storm Nimbus. It's good to sort of max it out. If the lightning one, you would want to get all of the skills and max them, because a lot of them deal lightning related damage. And then you have other essential skills like Squall is good because it's a good debuff. Although with Squall you also have a Plague and a Nature Mastery, so keep that in mind. You have two debuffs, so if you wish you can pick just one of them, or you can get both. It's up to you. Then we've got Storm Surge, good 1-point wonder to keep you alive when enemies swarming you. And likewise you got other supplementary skills like Thunderball. With 1 point it sort of stuns the enemies, so that's pretty good. And Lightning Tree would be pretty much essential if you're the offensive spellcaster, because it's a tree that deals very powerful lightning damage, especially with Chain Lightning. It's present to all the enemies in the vicinity, so that's a really good skill to get. And I would also recommend the Wisp, because with his synergy he causes you to deal more elemental damage and also gives you some resistance to cold and lightning. So this would be a good setup in a Storm Mastery for the lightning damage dealer. And I'll mention the one who deals cold. With the cold, you have slight difference. First of all, if you notice, in the Storm Nimbus, I actually removed the points from the lightning related skills, because if you concentrate on cold, you won't really need bonuses to lightning. And instead, you would actually go for Ice Shards. You can put a lot of points into Ice Shards to be your main damage dealing skill. Although you'd still probably be using your staff a lot, with the cold damage, but your Ice Shards could be dealing quite a lot of powerful damage, to the enemies. Just watch your energy, because they do drain your energy quite fast. I still kept the lightning skill here, because you still have spare skill points, so you can still have the lightning tree there as well, to more of a supporting damage skill. Although you don't have to go for this lightning tree, because if you wish you can actually get one of the pets instead. If we go to the nature, you actually see we actually didn't go for any of the pets, but like I said, you can remove points from the lightning and put instead into the pets if you're going as a cold related. If you're going as a lightning one, you probably won't have anything for pets. Also, you keep in mind, if you want to go for pets, you also need skill points for the regrowth tree. So I would not recommend going for pets as a offensive spellcaster. In nature, you'd probably mostly want to go for Heart of Oak, because it's a good buff, a good permanent buff, and also Plague to weaken the enemies. Also, once again, like I said, you already have a debuff Squall, so you might remove points from Plague completely and go for one of the pets instead. Just keep in mind that as offensive spellcaster, pets will not be your main source of damage. They will be mostly just sort of supporting you there, and you'll be dealing most of the damage. With other skills, I didn't really go for, apart from Refresh. There's 1 point in Refresh could help, but other skills wouldn't really be of much use for an offensive spellcaster. Now, if we're going for a petmancer though, now this is petmancer. I'll begin with discussing nature in the petmancer, because nature is more of a central mastery for a petmancer. Now here you have wolves would be a good one to go for. Although if you do have any spare skill points, you could pick nymph as well. But wolves would be good offensive pet, and you'll have to take the supporting role if you're going for as a petmancer. So you'll also get regrowth tree to heal your pets. Like I say in the previous petmancer videos as well, you won't need to max this tree, at least not in the early stages anyway, because your pets won't have that much health for you to heal. Although, like late game, like in legendary and stuff, if you do need more points, you feel free to put. And once again, we have Heart of Oak, which is really useful. Once again, the permanent buff for you and your pets as well, if they're close by to you. And then we got refresh again, and once again plague is pretty good debuff. Though once again, if we go to storm, you also have squall here, so you can pick between plague or squall, or just get both if you really wish. And yeah, if she has a petmancer, I still kept some of the essential skills here, like storm nimbus and storm surge, and wisp as well, because wisp will increase your elemental damage output. But I've removed points from some other skills like lightning and thunderball, because you would have to make room for pets, so you wouldn't have a chance to go with more of the offensive skills. Yeah, so hopefully that wasn't too confusing. Just remember that you either concentrate more on offensive spells like lightning or ice shards, or you concentrate more on the pets like wolves and nymph. So it's up to you really, whichever way you want to go first. Just if you're going as pets, of course, pets will be your main damage dealer, and you will be the supporter. And stats actually are very straightforward with this class. I think 99% most likely to be a pure mage for this class, because this class pretty much screams mage. So you just dump all the points into intelligence. You don't need strength or dexterity in this. You probably don't need to put points in energy either, because both of these storm and nature actually give you tons of bonuses to energy, so you should have enough. Although if you don't, you can always pop a few points in there. But yeah, just intelligence is going to be your main one. And yeah, that's about it really for Druid class. Hope that was helpful, and I've got 2 more classes left. I've got Sorcerer and Avenger. So I'll let you guys decide which for me to do video of next. Bye then.